Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Monday, October 6, 2025. Well, here's our latest visitor. She hails from the eastern shore of Florida. She is a 1966 Lyman Cruisette. Yes, all 25 feet of her has been assigned to Snake Mountain Boat Works for a complete restoration. That restoration will include just about everything. We'll even be putting a new bottom on her. She really is in very good structural strength, shape for the most part. She has a series of, let's say, fully depreciated ribs below the waterline that we will be replacing when we replace the bottom. But above the waterline, her strakes are really in great shape. They need to be stripped to bare wood, sealed with 4 coats of Smith's penetrating epoxy sealer. And then primed and painted glistening white over again. She rides right now on a Venture aluminum trailer, but she won't go home that way. We've put in the order with Loadmaster Trailers Limited in Port Clinton, Ohio, to build a custom trailer for her so she goes home in the proper style. She's just really a magnificent example of probably one of Lyman's most iconic models. So let's take a look inside, see what we have there. You'll have to notice that her varnish, interior-wise, is really quite good. It's showing signs of being in salt water and then being stored as it was for 14 years in a tired old barn down in Florida. But now we've got it, and we will be redoing all of this varnish. What's amazing to me is I've spent a couple of hours this morning just crawling around on the boat, trying to understand to what extent she is original. Well, I want to tell you, I'm not sure about the screws, but I can tell you that everything else attached to this boat is exactly as it was when the boat left Sandusky, Ohio. Now, of course, we have a modern outlet there. We have shore power right above the fire extinguisher. And what's interesting is she has her original icebox and original sink, but there's no faucet. The faucet should go right at the aft end of the sink. There's no evidence of it ever having been drilled. So I'm having to guess that this countertop, the whole piece, is a replacement. But if you go forward into the helm station, try to keep the shadows away from. I quickly mounted the table. The table is the same material as is the sink and icebox. We'll know more once we take it apart. But yes, there is a fish finder and a depth gauge and all of that. There is one piece of modern instrumentation there, a radio, but everything else, right? All the little tags remain in place as they should. The windshield wipers actually work. We have one challenge right here. At some time, this brace for the starboard end of the starboard windshield panel snapped off. But I think those I can find. The steering wheel is right. The gauge panel is right. The layout of all the buttons correct. The one thing that we don't like is the way somebody chose, see if I can get down here, to fill the deck seams. This stuff is gooey. I mean, I can dig it right out. I don't know what it is, but we will have to remove all of it. And you can see right here, when somebody worked on it, they must have taken a pretty good size hammer and chisel rather than a fine blade to chew the stuff out. But we'll remove it all. All of the deck plywood is in excellent structural and cosmetic shape. It's original for sure. And the seat back, I can't be totally sure about those two little vents, but they sure make a lot of sense. The interior ceilings, excellent. Everything is really structurally sound. If there was ever a Lyman Cruisette to be preserved, it should be this one. It just hasn't been screwed around with over the years, thank goodness. So we will bring her into the shop, probably take 200 or 300 photographs to be sure where everything goes, and so that next spring when we start reassembling her, we don't go, oh my God, what was this? Her bimini is really in excellent shape. The rest of it, which encloses everything all the way back to the aft deck, right, is packed away under the foredeck. So we'll keep you apprised as we work, as we go forward, but we are really excited to have the honor of preserving an example of what I consider to be one of Lyman's most iconic models. So that's our update on Monday, October 6, 2025, on our 25-foot 1966 Lyman Cruisette. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boatworks.